All right, we're gonna try to see how this is gonna work. But I'm on my way to Lodi to change the steer tires and get the trailer washed out. And they're gonna check for nails in the trailer tandem tires. So I'm gonna be a minute. I got a ways to go. And this is what it's looking like. On a regular run from Sacramento to Lodi to the Loves. For those of you that just now tuning in, my handle name is BigWill, the preaching man. Anointed big rigger, pulling the trigger, every day getting bigger and doing what I do in Jesus' name. But this is what I do. My name is BigWill. I'm also a minister of the gospel, happily married. I have 6 beautiful daughters, and my youngest daughter just graduated yesterday. That was a challenge in itself. Just trying to get back from the Bay Area home and make it to the ceremony. But I was able to get there and watch her walk the stage, and I was just sharing, my wife and I was just really joyful, man. She's the youngest, she's the last of the nestlings in the nest, and to see her first day of school and her last day of school as a senior, and making that journey with honors. She got like 8 different honors, valedictorian, I think. But what I do know is that I'm proud of her. My wife and I were proud of her. Sade, congratulations, baby. You know, you got the whole world, your whole life ahead of you. And my thing is this: your mother and I, my wife, encourage all of my children, you know, keep Christ in your life. Before you were born, we was loving you before you even came into the knowledge of salvation. And the Bible tells us to train up a child the way they should go. When they're old, they will not depart. Not to cram, you know, salvation down your throat, but making sure before you, as you're growing up in the home, that you have the full awareness of salvation, eternity, Christ is soon to return, he's a redeemer, etc., etc., and things of that nature. You know, salvation was created for us to enjoy. You know, for we're in the world, but we're not of this world. And he that loved the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And we're to wear this life in the earth, in this world as a loose garment. So I didn't want to try to preach to them, but just as a whole, to share with my children. And my thing is, congratulations, Sade, I love you. Baby, keep Christ ahead of your life. And now your journey starts on your own. You're a young lady, you're beautiful, very smart, very, very smart, intelligent. So my prayer is that you keep the Lord in your life and you be successful in all your endeavors, whatever it may be. That be positive, you know what I'm saying? That'll make you happy and be successful, all of that good stuff. So again, congratulations, and your mother and I, we love you. But here I'm at Market Street Boulevard, North Market, and I'm gonna see if I can get through this driving. Hey, what's up, man? I always got love for other big riggers, man. Y'all, you know what? I want to say this. I'm gonna talk a little bit about truck driving, and I'm gonna try to touch on a variety of things. Again, this is my first attempted pilot of a podcast. I'm just gonna see what this is gonna be all about, and I'm gonna try and, you know, I have to wait till I get the proper gear in the truck, and I didn't want to be in violation with the Department of Transportation or with my company who I'm working with, but able to put out some quality, presentable content at the same time and just go over what I do every day. Sacktown Logistics is expanding. Duncan Seal Brokerage, a logistical firm. Moving freight, we book freight. We don't touch freight, and if we do, it's $100. $100 an hour, 2-hour minimum. But that's what we do. That's what's going on, and I'm expecting the Lord to do big things, and some doors are opening up, and I'm just grateful for that. But moving on, a little about myself. You know that I'm married, happily married. I have 6 beautiful daughters. I've been driving big rigs going on 20 years, I think almost 20 years. And I'm a preacher of the gospel. And I enjoy what I do. So, we're getting on the road here. Gonna make this happen. Okay. And just driving a big rig every day, you literally, all these cars out here, I am literally on the defense. And being this high up, I can see far up, like a mile ahead, depending the day, the time of day. I can see as far as 2 miles ahead from my position. And I gotta try to make sure that any decisions I make, lane change, slowing down, or whatever the case may be, to maneuver the vehicle, I gotta let everyone around me know, look, all eyes on me, I'm finna do something, so pay attention. And it's sad to say, up here I can see everything. I can see you in your car, see you on the phone, not paying attention. And sometimes I have to blow my horn and flash lights, especially if it's like at nighttime. I have more action as far as being seen. Looking over, I can see everything in the car. And help me, Jesus. There was sometimes I pulled up on a vehicle and it was just, I wouldn't recommend that anyone to see that. But you see a lot of things on the road. You see accidents before they happen. You see callous recklessness amongst the four-wheelers, and it's no mean thing to those that drive regular vehicles, regular cars, but you would expect, because we are the biggest on the highway, you will show us a little respect, a little bit of courtesy. Some do, some of you do. Some of you see what's up, and then I truly believe either they're a fellow trucker or they got a family member that's a trucker and they know what's going on, so they'll take that time to show that extra courtesy, like, hey, I see you, go ahead, get over, or be patient with you, and do all those kind of good things. But some are, and the most part, some are not, and especially what city you are in. Jesus from heaven. If you in LA, the belly of the beast, we call it the belly of the beast. Everybody and their mama trying to pretend be something they not. They the next big singer, they came to Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying, to Hollywood or whatever, and you just see it. The drivers there are a little more crazier, a little more callous, careless, and don't be paying attention. And every city has them. Some are slower than others, some are more aggressive than others, but as a whole, as a big rig driver, we men and women, my brothers and sisters in the big rigs on the road, we have to watch out for y'all, man. Y'all, just, oh my Jesus. And just pay attention and just, and just take our time and just get through our day and get to the location real safe. This is a lot of talking. Jesus, this is a lot of talking. Anyway, let me see, did I cover one? Okay. And I've been back to saying who I am and what I do. Okay. I've been driving big rigs again for 19 going on 20 some years. 19, 20 years. And my father taught me how to drive. Not only me, my brothers, all of my brothers, like I got 12 brothers, and I think 6 or 7 of them, they're big rig drivers as well. Either tankers, flatbeds, bottom dumps, garbage trucks. You know what? I think I'm gonna get off this. This Los Angeles backed up. Let me see. Bing, 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 bing. If I take Frisco and get back, no, gotta be doing too much. It's kind of backed up over here, and I need that Los Angeles. So I also done 7 Western states. I went as far as Colorado, and I wouldn't go too far because at the time my children, they were really, really young, and I didn't want to just leave if there's an emergency, I have to leave my equipment somewhere at a truck stop or at a yard somewhere and get an Uber Lyft or a taxi to the airfield and catch a flight home. So me and my wife discussed that we're just gonna keep it plain and simple. No more than 2 3/4 of a day away, or a day and 3/4 away. In case of a family emergency, I'm able to get home. I did that for 7 years, and I've seen a lot, man. I've done all the major cities from Seattle, Los Angeles, El Paso, Dallas, San Antonio, then back up through Phoenix, New Mexico, Albuquerque, Wyoming, Montana, Spokane, Washington, the last little city on the east side of Washington State. And the farthest I've ever gone, like I said, I stayed in the Midwest, is Colorado. Let me see. Yeah, Colorado. And then the next one is Missouri. Anything after Colorado going into Missouri, the dynamics change as far as loads, dispatching, the markets change, everything changes. So from the Midwest going to the West, it's ran a certain way. Then you got the mountain, the mountain, central, and then you got the East Coast. So every section is ran different. So I try to keep it plain and simple. No further than Colorado, turn and burn and come back. Whenever I got into like Aurora or Denver, on my way there, I'm already with my agent, getting at them, look, book me something so I can turn around, turn and burn. Or I can drop the trailer and grab another loaded trailer and make my way back to California. So I always kept it like that. Which was easy and simple, and it was in most cases rewarding for me and my family. So it worked out best for us, being a big rig driver, and you got, little ones at the house still. Then after I did that 7-8 years over the road, and I was an owner operator too. Whew, got through that and was able to get with Robbie Roberts in R&L. And I prayed and asked the Lord, I said, God, I'm just tired of doing this. I love what I do. I just want to be home. And, I once thought if I was an owner operator, I have to run. I have to run off work to pay for the truck, my fuel, my maintenance, my insurance. And I just didn't want to, I just know it was burnout, man. Like it literally felt, though I'm free, I'm like a slave to the truck. Or I'm a slave not only to the truck, to the company. And I just couldn't imagine myself paying, this is every week as an owner operator. Every week. Just the leasing of the truck, not the trailer. At least $750 to $800 to $900 to $1,000 a week. Because they look at it like this: depending the year, the make and model of the vehicle, tractor you get, bells and whistles, whatever the case may be, it can run from $700 to $1,100 a week. And as an owner operator, any freight you touch, the minimum of freight rates can start as low as what? You can go as low as maybe $800 and high as $6,000. $6,000 to $7,000. And then the dynamics change of this hazmat. You pull in some hazardous material. You're pulling some for the government, guns, military gear, etc., etc. Anything for the government pays a little bit more, or from the tankers and hazmats, doubles and triples to high consumable loads like cologne, alcohol, fashion gear, clothes, things of that nature. So the loads vary and depend if it's a dry box or it's a reefer unit, a refrigerated unit. Refrigerated pays a little bit more by the mile, and you can always book your load, and as an owner operator you can adjust the miles from per mile, like $1.75 to as high as $3 to $5 a mile. And then some companies, shippers will say, look, from zip code to zip code, once you start at 9582 whatever, 233231 whatever, California, and the zip code for Chicago 4 something whatever, soon you hit the zip code, the meter stops. The meter stops. And so loads vary, equipment varies, and there's a lot of different things going on in the dynamics of big rigging and those that's in it. So I've done that for a while, and then I finally was able to get a home gig. I had to let the truck go, let my truck and trailer go, let that go, and just get with a local outfit, which was just like 3 miles away from my home, and it was pulling a set of doubles. A set of doubles, hopefully if we see a set, I saw one early, but I want to point that out. Let me get over here so I can be in this lane further out. A set of doubles from Robbie Roberts, the RL Green Machine. They were really good. They were really good to me. They were really, really, really good to me. I was home every night, and I'll have 2 3/4 of a day off, and I really enjoyed working for them. I love pulling the doubles, working the rail yard, picking up loaded trailers from the rail yard, bringing it back to the hub, taking loaded trailers to the rail yard, etc., etc. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I learned how to, for the first time, to put a set of doubles together. I thought they was gonna fire me. I really did. When he asked, Will, I need you to take a set of doubles to the Bay Area. For what? And do, wait a minute, no, let's just get a regular 53 footer. I'll use that, and we can keep it moving. No, he said, no, Will, I need you to hook up a set. And I kept trying to persuade my dispatcher, the foreman dude at that time, look, man, let's just go ahead and put it in a set of a 53 footer pup, long box or whatever, and I'll do it that way. And he stopped. He said, man, just tell me, do you know how to hook up a set of doubles? And I said, no. Am I fired? He said, come with me. And he went and grabbed another driver, a veteran driver. He asked him, he said, man, tell him what you just told me. I said, I don't know how to hook up a set of doubles. He said, look, I want you to teach him. And they taught me that very day, which was easy, and I thought was so cool. From that point on, I love hooking up a set of doubles. And then I got really, really good at it. Really, really good. Hooking it up from a diagonal perspective, etc., etc., and the dolly, all of that. So it was a lot of fun. So it was just another repertoire, another notch in the game of what I do to better my experience as a big rig operator. So I was happy about that. So it's gonna be a while before we get to Lodi. We are now like downtown. I'm gonna put on the J. Slow it down some. You gotta slow it down. You don't know exactly what's going on around it. You can't see around the corner. Traffic starts slowing. You see red lights, they start flashing. So you want to slow down and keep distance. Keep a cool little distance so you can react in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going to happen. So you always have to drive on the defensive. And it's come home traffic. Here it is, almost 4 o'clock. Everybody's getting off work. They're trying to get home. It's downtown. This is in every city too. You got morning traffic, everybody going to work, and then you got late evening traffic, everybody getting off work, going home. And as big rig drivers, we gotta the best for us, get our load early in the morning and get out of the city before it wakes up. Or get into the city before it wake up, or before they're getting off work. That's in every city, and some cities are worse than others. See, he was really close to me. He didn't have to be that close to me. And you just want to, this is just big rigs. That's how we get down, man. You got to read other drivers, predict. And I just thank God for good instincts and just keeping me covered under the blood. No accidents, no nothing. And I'm just grateful for that. You know, I'm just really, really grateful for me and my brothers, you know. So, there you have it. This is Big Riggin, BigWill, the preaching man. The preaching man. I don't know, should I think should I post this on YouTube? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But this is what I do, and I enjoy it. I really do. I really, really enjoy it. And I just thank the Lord for the patience and the endurance to make it this far, you know. Just being blessed by doing what I do. So I'm going to share some stories. I'll share some from time to time. And there you have it. There you have it. So join with me. Stay tuned to the next episode of BigWill, the preaching man. All right. God bless.